It's Drifter's quick review. Oh yeah.
What's up guys, it's your boy Drifty here, back at it again with another review, and today we're gonna check out this Chevron 98 Datsun 510 right here by Greenlight. And overall, this is a cool looking car. However guys, from now on we're gonna do our reviews in a slightly different manner. The first thing I'll do is talk about the things I like about the car, some things I don't like about the car, and some neutral points, some things I will point out, and after that we'll rate the car from 1 to 10. Sounds good? Well, you know what, let's get right to it. So, starting with the things I like about the car, or the card is actually the card art itself. Greenlight blister packs are awesome, but whatever this background is, it looks pretty nice. I'm gonna be honest, I have no idea what team or who Chevron is, but what it does remind me of is the BRE or BRE Datsun decals, right? It looks very similar in the white, red, and blue decal scheme, which I really like. Another thing that I am quite happy to see in this packaging right here is this tiny little man, which I'm sure you guys are curious to see as well. So let's take a closer look at this little guy right here, which is actually not that bad. Even the head, the visor, the suit, the gloves are all detailed in. And does it stand on its own? Of course it does, so check this out. But hey, we're not here to talk about the guy, let's talk about the car. So here is a closer look. You can see it has some rubber tires, which is very nice, a Goodyear printed decals on the car, some racing sponsors which you can obviously see, and a nice red paint. And for Greenlight, what I really like about their cars are, for most part, they have plastic front or rear lights, and you can see for the brake lights they are red plastics, and you can see there's like a white square right there to represent the brake reverse lights. And on the front, although they are not plastic parts, interestingly they decided to paint it red and blue to match the color scheme of the car, so very interesting detail. One last thing I really like about this car is, you guys guessed it, I love opening features. And the funny thing is the turbo of the car, right? There's a turbo, guys. If I'm wrong, oh guys, I'm so dead, but here it is. It's a plastic part and it's a different color from the other parts of the engine. You can see the engine is actually detailed in silver right there, and it's a really nice touch by Greenlight to have opening features on such a tiny car. Well, you actually heard it right. When I say tiny car, I'm not kidding, because if you guys take a closer look at this Greenlight Datsun 510, and let's bring in the Hot Wheels 510, you can kind of see the difference in size. Look at that. If I put it from the side view, you can clearly see the Hot Wheels is longer and wider. So I'm not really sure why the Greenlight decided to make the car so tiny. I swear, I feel when I hold it in my hand, you can tell the difference between the Greenlight version and the Hot Wheels version. It just feels kind of weird. So before we get to the rating of the car, there is one neutral point I want to point out, and it's how this car is a limited edition. I mean, guys, it's a nice tactic, to make car limited, to incline the buyer or the collector to buy the car, and that's why I did. It's limited edition, so like, hey, you know what? It's pretty cool, and it's quite a low number, 3,000 in the whole world. I'll buy it. But why is there an extra 24 cars? It really gets me wondering why all these diecast manufacturers, they'll give these cars limited edition numbers with such a strange number. Why not keep it whole, right? 3,000 or 3,500, but instead it's 3,024. Once again, it's not a problem, it's just a neutral point, and I felt like I had to point that out. So, when it comes to this Chevron Datsun 510, it's a really cool car. Nice liveries, opening features, detailed engine, and a mini figurine right here. Absolutely love this car. It's just kind of strange that it has a very limited edition number, and the car and the proportions of the Greenlight 510 is so small. This is my first sample of the Greenlight Datsun 510, and I am quite shocked to feel and discover how small the casting is. But despite all of, that small minute error right there, it being small, I still think that this casting is pretty cool. So from a scale of 0 to 10, I think I'm gonna give this car a nice 9 out of 10 right here. But how about you guys? From a scale of 0 to 10, what would you rate this car? Because for me, for Drifter, it's a pretty nice 9 out of 10. So anyways, that concludes for today's review of the Datsun 510. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys missed out my previous video, click on the top right, click on the bottom right for another random video. Tell me in the comments below of my new rating and review system. I really like to know. And don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.